In 1867, Kansas State University held its first commencement. 3 women and 2 men graduated that year. As the first land-grant university in the nation, this fledgling university had a vision of providing innovative education to all people. That early vision has continued through to the present, with over 250 majors and a diverse student body, including students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. Becoming one of the nation's top 50 public research universities by 2025 is today's vision for tomorrow. With academic programs among the best in the nation and professors who are leaders in their fields, Kansas State University is an international leader in teaching, learning, service, and research. Today's graduates join over 200,000 alumni who are proud to call K-State their alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to all those who have supported them through their undergraduate experience at Kansas State University.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you today to the commencement ceremonies for Kansas State University's College of Engineering. My name is Larry Satzler, Assistant Dean in the College of Engineering. Commencement is an exciting time for the faculty and staff of Kansas State University. We all experience a sense of great satisfaction that these outstanding graduates are moving on to fulfill their professional goals, on to exciting careers in the service of society in this state, this country, and the world. We are enormously proud of them and have high expectations for their future. Before we start our program today, I would like to make a few introductions. Please recognize our musicians, the Kansas State University Student Brass Quintet. Let me also recognize the members of the platform party and faculty. Please hold your applause until the end. On my far right, Don Gruenbacher, Head of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Bob Stokes, Professor and Interim Head of Civil Engineering, Jim Edgar, Head of Chemical Engineering, Joe Harner, Head of Biological and Agricultural Engineering, Ray Yunk, Head of Architectural Engineering and Construction Science and Management, Tyler Dill, Senior in Electrical Engineering and our student musician for today, Cindy Wallace-Lage, our commencement speaker for today, Kirk Schultz, President of Kansas State University and Professor in Chemical Engineering, Darren Dawson, Dean of the College of Engineering. On my far left, Bill Dunn, Head of Mechanical and Nuclear Engineering, Malgorzata Reese, Professor of Industrial and Manufacturing Systems Engineering, Scott Deloach, Interim Head of Computing and Information Sciences, Amy Button-Rentz, President and CEO of the Kansas State Alumni Association, Betty Grauer, Assistant Dean of the College of Engineering, Alec Potajak, Senior in Mechanical Engineering and our student speaker for today, April Mason, Provost and Senior Vice President of Kansas State University, Noel Schultz, Associate Dean of the College of Engineering, Gary Clark, Senior Associate Dean of the College of Engineering, our two marshals, our Assistant Dean, Craig Wanklin, and Professor Ronaldo McGarring. Would all faculty members of the College of Engineering in attendance in the ceremony please rise? Please recognize these individuals with a round of applause. Thank you. I would like to call Tyler Dill, Senior in Electrical Engineering, to join the brass quintet in the playing of our national anthem. Please stand.
Please be seated. The College of Engineering has enjoyed truly outstanding students over the years, and this class is no exception. All students who survive the rigors of study in our various engineering programs in construction science, computer science, and information systems deserve recognition because they're all very talented. This afternoon, we identify a number of outstanding students for special recognition. We are very proud of all our graduates. A few have excelled above the others, and at this time, we will give them special recognition. We first recognize our summa cum laude graduates who have earned a 3.95 or higher cumulative GPA on a scale of 4.0. We have 7 this semester, and 5 have a perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA. Would the following students stand and remain standing? Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Eric Fletcher, Nalu Hadavandafad, Nyler Krisick, Keithan Meyer, Alexander Podojak, Tyler Santoro, and Mark Simpson. Let's congratulate our summa cum laude graduates. Please be seated. Magna cum laude graduates are those who have earned from a 3.85 to a 3.949 cumulative GPA. This semester we have 6. Would the following students stand and remain standing? Cal Armstrong, Tyler Barber, Elizabeth Conley, Kyle McGahee, Adam Metzger, Megan Walkowiak. Let's congratulate our magna cum laude graduates. Please be seated. Cum laude graduates have earned from a 3.75 to a 3.849 cumulative GPA. This semester we have 9. Would the following students stand and remain standing? Tyler Dill, Michelle Gutnick, Alexander Johnson, Alexandra Oliver, Matthew Olson, Laura Rogers, Vince Studer, Nolan Worth, Grant Weber. Let's congratulate our cum laude graduates. Please be seated. I must recognize one more important group before we move on to the rest of our program. Graduates, you see around you many people who have helped you, supported you, encouraged, and consoled you over the time you have pursued your education. These supporters include your parents, spouses, children, and your entire families and your friends. Graduates, please stand and join me in giving your loved ones in the audience a big and well-deserved round of applause. Please be seated. At this time, Alex Podojak, senior in mechanical engineering, will present the challenge to the graduating class. Alex?
The first part of a quote by Robert Trebor is as follows: "Our life's worth is not measured by the destination, but how we get there." I need not remind you all how relevant this pertains to us today. For today is merely one commemorative day, concluding years of mastering the role of a K-State student through late-night studying, wah-bashing, and, of course, proudly donning our purple attire whenever possible. However, I would like to take this time to remind us all of all our other roles. As engineers, remember that we bear great responsibility. The decisions that we make daily have a direct impact on the lives of others, and safety always needs to be paramount during this decision-making process. Never forget that engineering is the application of science and technology meant for improving the human race. As dreamers, remember that every day is a new opportunity to become who we wish to be. We have a limited number of breaths in this world and should treat each as a gift. Because of this, let imagination soar, define goals often, and work daily to accomplish these goals. Failing is not failure, as long as we remain persistent. As alumni, remember that we never stop learning. We must consider this moment not as an end, but instead as a glorious beginning. In the upcoming years, we will become professionals in our fields through the observation of others and through our own personal experience. As we mature throughout our careers, time will also teach us how to be cherished friends, compassionate partners, understanding parents, and our best at every other role we will inevitably take. But for now, as graduates, remember everything. Remember the life-changing lessons taught both inside and outside of the classroom. Remember those moments of pure joy that we wouldn't trade for the world. Remember to keep those we care about close to heart over time and distance. Remember each and every moment that made us who we are today. I would like to recite the Robert Tribord quote now in its entirety. Our life's worth is not measured by the destination, but how we get there. It is measured by the laughs we share, by the tears we shed, by the struggles we overcome, and most importantly, by the lives we change. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. He's quite tall. It is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Cindy Wallace-Lage. Ms. Wallace-Lage is president of Black & Veatch Global Water Business. Based in Kansas City, Missouri, Wallace-Lage leads and manages a workforce of more than 2,600 professionals worldwide. She is also a member of the executive committee and board of directors of Black & Veatch, an employee-owned company that delivers critical human infrastructure globally, providing consulting, engineering, construction, operations, and program management in energy, water, telecommunications, and government services. In her career, Wallace-Lage has been involved in more than 100 projects for municipal and industrial clients around the world. An expert in water reuse and treatment, she is a sought-after speaker and actively serves on committees for numerous industry associations. Ms. Wallace-Lage lives in Leawood with her family. She earned her bachelor's degree in civil engineering from Kansas State University and her master's in environmental health engineering from the University of Kansas. She has also served 6 years on the Civil Engineering Department's advisory board at Kansas State. Engineers, please welcome one of your own, Cindy Wallace-Lage.
Dean Dawson, thank you very much. Distinguished faculty, parents of the graduates, friends of the graduates, but most importantly, all of you, the graduating class of the fall of 2014. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today. This is an interesting opportunity for me to address you. In my career, I have worked in places that I never dreamed of going when I was in your seats. I've been in Asia, I've been in Australia, the Middle East, Europe, South Africa. I've had the opportunity to speak to audiences in all of these locations and work with leaders on the challenges and the opportunities in water. So you would think that this is an easy task, but not so much. When I started thinking about this, I thought, well, I have 3 young adults in the engineering school, one of which who's going to be graduating in about a year. And I thought, well, what would he want to hear? And mostly that led me to the point he wouldn't want to hear from his mother. I thought about what I wanted to hear at 22 when I graduated, which is just 1 day shy of 29 years ago today that I was there. And I remember 2 things from that day. I had 2 messages going through my head, and the first one was, I can't believe I made it. I can't believe I finally made it. And that was shortly followed by, What time does the party start? I also started thinking about what do parents want to hear, but I stopped quickly because it's not about the parents today, it's about you. So my comments today are for you, the graduating engineers, which hopefully you will hear somehow amongst the exuberant and celebratory thoughts that you have. And parents, you are invited to listen. So as I put my thoughts together, I realized I had so many things I wanted to say. I kept making this list. Oh yeah, I need to have this in. Oh yeah, I need to have that in. But what I realized is that everything that I had to say was very specific to my journey. The reality is that this is your journey, and it will be very unique. And you will have to manage the maze of life. There is no core curriculum. You are now in the series of electives, which makes that very exciting, though I'm sure somewhat scary also at times. As noted by the well-known playwright George Bernard Shaw, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So what I want to share with you are a few guidelines that I have developed from my journey that you may wish to consider as you go through your journey to create yourself. In order to keep within the time limit that I've been given today, but most likely it's your attention span, I have limited myself to 3 guidelines for your consideration. So here we go. Guideline number 1, find your passion. Let me say it again. Find your passion. Without passion about what you do, work is work. With passion, work is life. There is an ongoing debate about how to balance, how to have a work-life balance. I believe work-life balance is a misnomer. Work is part of your life, and it's how you blend that with your family, with your friends, with your hobbies to generate the life you want. But passion, that's the connector. How many of you are certain you know what you want to do in your career? Nobody? Well, for those of you who are not quite certain, what I would like to say, and even if you're certain and you didn't want to raise your hand because you didn't know where that was going to go, I invite you to do this. Be open and explore. Be open to changing direction. When I graduated on December 14th in 1985 with my civil engineering degree, I was very certain of 3 things. I was certain I wanted to work in the field of water resources. I was certain that I was done with school. I couldn't even stomach the thought of graduate school. And third, I was ready to leave the Midwest, and I was heading out. So I had a job offered to me from Black & Beach in Phoenix. They had water issues, it was warm there, perfect situation. And what did I work on? I worked on treatment plants. And when I was in school, I didn't like that topic at all. For those of you who know Dr. Matthews, it's no offense to Dr. Matthews. Yes, he was here when I was here. I became intrigued with the real-world application of treatment, and I realized that I wanted to know more and more about that topic. And I also decided, unbelievably so, that I wanted to get my master's. And I wanted to get it in environmental engineering, and I wanted to study under a professor that I knew was well known for that topic and would serve me well. So, my list, what did I find out? Water resources wasn't my passion, scratch. I wanted to focus on treatment. 2.5 years after I said never about going to school, I went back to graduate school. Third, I gave up the warmth of the Southwest so I could move back to the Midwest to get my degree from a school down the road, which I also would have said never about when I graduated. Don't worry, I still bleed purple. Being open to new thinking and changing your direction was the smartest decision I could have ever made. And I did it due to the passion that I discovered that I had about treatment and all that that could morph into. And that decision has served me very well, as I have loved my career and I have loved the impact I've been able to make. So guideline number 1, find your passion, but realize that you may not know what it is yet. Enjoy that journey. Guideline number 2, engage with mentors. The learning isn't over when you receive your diploma. The learning is never over if you want a rich career and a rich life. I am still learning every day. Your daily job is only one branch on the learning tree. Don't stop there. Climb that tree. Climb that tree every day. And to that end, I believe a key piece of learning is engaging with mentors, both at work and outside of work. And that will help you explore new ideas, new approaches, and ultimately lead you to be better than you think that you can be. There's a Chinese proverb which says, "A single conversation across the table from a wise man or woman is worth a month's study of books." So I have been very pleased to have many mentors throughout my life, which have led me to this point, and I still have mentors today. A key mentor for me was a gentleman named Terry Johnson. He was initially my boss, then he was a peer, and ultimately he became my direct report. Terry had the ability, though, to help me see and capitalize on my strengths as well as address my weaknesses. He saw opportunities that I didn't see. He was brilliant at planting seeds in my mind, which I often rejected initially, but they were there and I thought about them. They stuck with me, and they almost always yielded fruit that I never envisioned. He also gave me direct feedback, which I also treasured. Not always at the moment, but I ultimately treasured. So I encourage you to find those people that lead you to be more than you think that you can be. That's guideline number 2, engage with mentors. So guideline number 3, embrace change. Most of you have been on a steady track of school. Elementary led to middle school, led to high school, and then to college. There have been changes in schools, changes in friends, change in location, but not always life-changing decisions. Choosing K-State does demonstrate the fact that you know how to make good decisions. As you start your careers, I encourage you to remember to embrace change, even when, and probably especially when, it makes you uncomfortable. You will face many choices in your career that will ultimately define your career path and your journey. Do not let fear stop you from taking assignments or making changes that will ultimately help you grow. A great quote from music producer and entrepreneur Jimmy Iovine said, "Don't be afraid of fear, because it sharpens you, it challenges you, it makes you stronger, and when you run away from fear, you also run away from the opportunity to be your best possible self." When I look at the role changes that I have had, the projects I've taken on, many times I inwardly felt fear, panic, concern of failure. When I interviewed for my current president role, the CEO of Black & Beach asked me, why would I take this role? Why did I want to take this role? It was very different from the strong technical role that I had always had. And my answer was that I believed in myself, and I believed I could make a difference. I could lead the change that we needed to have. Now, there was some fear inside me, but I was not going to let that stop me from being my best possible self. Fear can be a good thing, as it keeps you slightly uncomfortable, which keeps you highly focused. So guideline number 3, embrace change. So in closing, I hope my guidelines resonate with you today, or if you can't hear it today, maybe you'll remember tomorrow. And remember that you have a clean canvas to paint your life. Make it vibrant, make it intriguing, and make it yours. Always make it yours. Find your passion, chase it. Find mentors to help you on your journey, and embrace, even when uncomfortable, embrace change. Embrace it when others may disagree with you. Someday, when you're asked to look back 29 years, you will do so with amazement at your journey. Amazement at what unexpected events happened and how they impacted your life. You will see the picture that you painted through the choices that you've made. So congratulations, graduates, you and all that you have achieved to date. You should be very proud of the journey that you've made it to this point. Getting an engineering degree is challenging, and you did it, and I hope you really enjoy this moment. Then embrace your life, embrace the challenges and the change that you will encounter, and enjoy every step of your journey. Congratulations.
Cindy, please accept this as a small token of our gratitude.
Thank you so much.
At this time, I would like to introduce Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association. Amy.
Thank you, Dean Dawson. I am very pleased to be part of your special day and offer congratulations on behalf of the K-State Alumni Association and over 175,000 graduates. It's an honor to personally congratulate you and present you with an exclusive alumni pin only available to graduating seniors. I'm also pleased to share that in recognition of your graduation, the College of Engineering and the Alumni Association will be providing you with a complimentary one-year membership in the Alumni Association. This membership will keep you engaged and informed about alumni catbacker and alumni club events throughout the world. We hope you will be able to take advantage of the benefits you receive with your membership. We also look forward to being your link for life at Kansas State University and to keep you connected with the College of Engineering. As you know, we have the best students in the country. Our alumni are also among the most loyal in the country. In fact, you are now part of the #1 Alumni Association in the Big 12. And we haven't just been #1 for a couple of years, we've been #1 for 18 consecutive years. So you're joining a group of loyal alumni, so we're very proud of that. The passion and loyalty that you have today is shared by generations of alumni, and you have that same passion for K-State as you earn your degree from one of the finest universities in the country. We have many traditions at Kansas State University. One of the new traditions we would like for you to help us start is we have a new KSU obelisk that is located at the K-State Alumni Center. It's located on the east entrance. It was constructed by Compton Construction, and Gib Compton is a graduate of the K-State Engineering College. But what we would like you to do is take 2 classmates, go over in front of the KSU obelisk, take a picture doing the KSU, then post it on social media, and President Schultz has promised to retweet that out to everybody, and he's going to be really busy if everybody in the class decides to do this, because we've been talking about this all day. But we think that will be a really new, fun tradition. And also, when you receive the K-Stater magazine, you may see pictures of yourself in the magazine. But thank you for all you will do for future generations of K-Staters who will follow in your footsteps. We hope you will always wear purple, always cheer on the Wildcats. Congratulations, and go State.
Thank you, Amy. We will now have the presentation of graduates and conferral of degrees. Each department head, as introduced earlier, will present the degree candidates from their respective departments. The audience should feel free to applaud candidates as they are recognized.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Architectural Engineering and the Bachelor of Science in Construction Science and Management please rise? Will Professors Ray Buell, Jim Goddard, and Fred Hasler please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Michael David Galliard. Bing Han. Joseph Edward Rentcher. Alexandra Marie Oliver, cum laude. Brent Allen Schumacher. Andrew Forrest Silva. Megan Christine Walkowiak, magna cum laude. Gordon Gregory Zimmerman. Marshall D. Anliker. James Jeffrey Amar. Jason Michael Baker. Colwyn Lee Ballinger. Derek Anthony Boyd. Caleb Joseph Brocksterman. Ryan Philip Chushik. Caleb Fellman. Kyle Francis Flair. Jared James Heenick. Kevin Michael Ignowski. Cody Jackson Luce. Alex Michael Lopez. Joshua Vincent Michael. James Alexander Michaeloff. Justin Francis Miller. Zachary Thomas Mitchell. Amanda C. Mormon. Jacob Michael Nordus. Travis D. Snyder. Roberto Varela. Grant Elmer Weber, cum laude. Ian Michael Williams. Jared D. Williamson. Nolan Robert Worth, cum laude.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Biological Systems Engineering please rise? Will Professor Stacy Hutchinson and Lisa Wilkin please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for conferral of their degrees.
Jessica Dawn Barnett. Nicholas Adam Bile. Douglas Albert Nehus.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering please rise? Will Professor John Sloop please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Arthur Miles Cannon. Jacob Wesley Kuhlman. Jessica Rose Martin.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering please rise? Will Professors Fitzsimmons, Parrish, and Rashid also rise to greet the candidates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Sarah Faisal Algarji. Cale Bradley Armstrong, magna cum laude. David Andrew Eklund. Eric Matthew Fletcher, summa cum laude. Matthew Charles Godabed. Caleb David Jury. Jacob Joseph Kabler. Weston Joe Kane. Benjamin Ray McCoy. Keithan Dwayne Meyer, summa cum laude. Austin James Muckenthaler. Carl John Peterson. Shyler Wade Roletter. Johnson Burdette Rowland. Nora Emily Sadi. James Daniel Scott. Jennifer Ann Sommerfeld. Vincent Paul Studer, cum laude. Tyler Andrew Wysong. Catherine Elaine Young.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering please rise? Will Professors Bill Kuhn, Satish Chandra, Mino Morkos, and Stephen Dyer please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Brandon Eric Anderson, Computer Engineering, dual degree Computer Science. Matthew Olson, Computer Engineering, cum laude. Kyle Dean Rogie, Computer Engineering, dual degree Computer Science. Jacob Daniel Ryan, Computer Engineering. Omar J. M. A. Ahuli, Electrical Engineering. Taylor Shiloh Barber, Electrical Engineering, dual degree Physics, magna cum laude. Hing Zhao Bien, Electrical Engineering. Adam Bradley Casita, Electrical Engineering. Matthew Thomas Clark, Electrical Engineering. Mark Arthur Cope, Electrical Engineering. Tyler Joseph Dill, cum laude, Electrical Engineering. Ashton Len Draper, Electrical Engineering. Nilu Hadavandafard, Electrical Engineering, summa cum laude. Jeffrey Scott Hubble, Electrical Engineering. Joseph Alexander Hund, Electrical Engineering. Jace Michael Larson, Electrical Engineering. Jesus Eduardo Sanchez Hoguin, Electrical Engineering. Andrew Ryan Sotz, Electrical Engineering. T. Zhu, Electrical Engineering.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Bachelor of Science in Information Systems please rise? Will Professors Rodney Howe, Masaki Mizuno, Dennis Lang, and Mitch Nilsson please rise and greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
Elizabeth Diane Conley, Computer Science, magna cum laude. Matthew Ryan Dry, Computer Science. Devin Patrick Kelly Collins, Computer Science. Michael Dean Kerr, Computer Science, dual degree Business. Adam Lawrence Leibel, Computer Science, dual degree Business. Brian Eugene Sutton, Computer Science. Thaddeus Thomas Tuck, Computer Science. Michael Roy Whitehead, Computer Science. Chad Bachman, Information Systems. Timothy George Lightfoot, Information Systems. Abdul Rashid Tunde Yahaya, Information Systems, dual degree Leadership Studies. Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering please rise? Will Professors Xing Cheng, Shu-Ting Lei, and David Benaria please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees. With degrees in Industrial Engineering, Andrew Allen Blattner. Alexander Evers Johnson, cum laude, dual degree economics. Hannah Elizabeth Klanke, industrial engineering. Megan Elizabeth McNally. Valerie Yvette Rito, dual degree business. Cody Tilson, dual degree business. Megan Sophia Walden.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise? Will Professors Terry Beck, Melanie Derby, and Byron Jones, Kevin Wanklin, and Mo Hosny please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is a distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in mechanical engineering, Zachary John Axelson. Tien Bai. Alan Barraza. Tyler Allen Berg. Matthew Charles Boland. Tyler William Brown. Eric Jerome Buddy. Andrew Gibson Cockrum, dual degree in business. Andreas Enrique Coronado. Brandon Mark Dobley, Debley, dual degree physics. Aaron James Dubach. Samuel Michael Ehrlich. Nathan Daniel Fisher. Akimasa Fujishita. Jacob Nathaniel Hoyt. Christopher Michael Holthouse. Brandon Ray Jarvis.
Lee Austin Keller. Tyler Garrett Krizek, summa cum laude. Jia Yu Lee. Jeremy Coleman Lockett. Trevor John Mader. Claire Elise Markey. Adam Michael Metzger, magna cum laude. Logan James Nices. Erin Marie Ohm. Arton Lynn Pittman. Alex Pazuzak, summa cum laude. Seamus Michael Riley. Tyler Nicholas Santoro, summa cum laude, and graduating with the honors program. Erin Elaine Schmatter. Andrew Allen Sharping. Craig Austin Schartz. Alexander Douglas Schramm. Michael Allen Short. Simpson. Mark Allen Simpson, summa cum laude. Nicholas Michael Leroy Snodgrass. Mark Alexander Stish. Justin Hamilton Shiros. Donald Maxwell Van Fossen. Jimon Zhao Sr.
Wait till they get all you sit down. Graduates, please rise. By the authority of the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon recommendation by the faculty and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees that you have earned at Kansas State University. You may move your tassel from the right to the left. Please remain standing while I call Senior Associate Dean Gary Clark to the podium. Graduates, please turn to page 45 of your commencement program and recite the K-State Engineers Pledge with him.
Ready? All right. With me, as a graduate of the College of Engineering, I pledge to give the utmost of performance, to participate in none but honest enterprise, to live and work according to the laws of humanity and the highest standards of professional conduct, to place service before profit, the honor and standing of the profession before personal advantage, and the public welfare above all other consideration. In humility and with the need for divine guidance, I make this pledge. Please rise while we have Tyler Dill join the brass quintet in playing the K-State alma mater. The words can be found on page 3 in your program. Guests, please be seated, and graduates and faculty, please remain standing. We know that you are all anxious to go and meet your friends and family members that have just graduated. However, it is important that the audience please stay seated and do not exit until the recession is complete and all of the graduates have exited. Thank you.